And now, I would be requesting the Managing Director of Poddar Foundation and expert mental health therapist and counselor, Dr. Prakriti Poddar, to kindly come up stage, but I request my technical team to relay the film.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure you're all tired having heard mounds of speakers from yesterday to today. I'd like you guys to get up first. Just stand up. I need some energy in this room. Just stand up, shake, move around, and then sit down so I can start. All of you at the back, I can actually see everybody in this room. And now have a seat once you've actually revived your energy. I need vitality. We're talking about mental health. Mental health is related to your physical health and your emotional health and well-being. So once you've got your energy back, you can have a seat. So you can sit whenever you'd like. Thank you so much to Andhra Pradesh for putting this together, and Mr. Rahul, who's done a great job, and all the organizers. I'm very delighted to be here and very excited to see so many young people here. We've been talking the whole day about empowerment, but we've forgotten that empowerment is only good for people who do not have any mental health issues. Now, mental health, unfortunately, is misunderstood in India. And I am saying this with all my awareness, because when I talk about mental health, people talk about mental retardation. I am not talking about mental retardation. I'm talking about the amount of people that we have that suffer in silence with depression, with fear, with stress. And we're talking about moving those people and empowering those people and having them come into the workforce and move from homemakers to policymakers. This requires a lot more than just the government supporting empowerment and skill development. We need to understand that we need to empower the minds, which means we need to impress upon people that they have someone and somewhere to go to actually talk about the pain that they feel inside, being put in this kind of society, being put in circumstances that repress us. This room apparently has 10,000 people. I'd like you to look around. There is always 1 in 4 of us who is mentally going through something. On stage we have people as well. Not all of us have not been scathed by things. We've all been touched by mental unwellness. So it's not mental retardation. 1 in 4 people means 2,500 people here. 2,500 people here have been through some kind of depression, some kind of fear, some kind of phobia at some point in their lives. And this is not a topic that anybody discusses, and it makes me very sad. So when we're talking about moving on to policymakers, we have to address the part that we as women in India have to first move from permission takers. From permission takers to visionaries. Visionaries in our own lives. So how do you create that vision? How do you create that vision for yourself? So a lot of people here have talked about the strive, the fight. The fact that you must not fall, but must rise again every time you fall. And that there's no problem with failing, but standing up and rising again and not being crushed by that boulder. Stepping up above that stone. But I've been watching people in the audience, and I feel that there has to be a more strong drive that you have to feel, which means you have to go to your core, you have to go to your spirit to understand what is that one thing that will inspire you and move you. And not just through our talks, but through your life, through your history of your life and your journey. What is that one thing that can inspire you as a hook that you can hold on to, or that anchor that you can hold on to every time that you are repressed or pushed down or stepped aside? What is that one thing? You have to find that one quality. So I decided today not to give you a lecture, because you all know a lot of things and you all know, and I'm using as a premise that we've all been abused. I'm using that as a premise. So we start from understanding, yes, we've been abused, but are we victims? I want an answer. Are we victims? I can't hear. I can hear some people. I'm so glad somebody is listening. What does the B stand for? Yes, and you are the exact audience that I'm talking to, so I'm so glad you've got this. I want to end with an excerpt from a poem of mine, which is, ignite the power in your mind, ignite it in your might. The winds of hope will give you wings under your flight. There is hope in your life as long as there's life in your body. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive in my story. Thank you very much.